Hey there, welcome back. Get ready, because today we're taking a deep dive into the world of 3D golf swing biomechanics.
Ooh,
This stuff used to be the exclusive domain of pro athletes and high-tech labs,
yeah,
but not anymore.
right.
Today we're exploring how a cutting-edge app, SportsBox 3D Golf, is making this technology accessible to everyone.
It really is a game changer.
It is.
The app uses your smartphone to capture a pro-level swing analysis in just seconds.
Wow.
No more complicated setups, no more expensive equipment.
And get this, we'll be hearing from the brilliant minds behind this revolution.
Okay.
Terry Rawls, a top 100 golf instructor, and Dr. Phil Cheatham, the creator of the gold standard AMM 3D motion capture system.
Wow.
They're both incredibly excited about the potential of this app, and frankly, I'm a little geeky about it too.
I bet.
Especially when you hear about some of the things it can do, like revealing how even PGA Tour pros use moves that are traditionally considered swing faults to their advantage.
That's right. It all boils down to understanding how individual biomechanics can create unique and effective swing styles. What might look like a fault to one person can actually be a key part of another golfer's success.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit further.
Yeah.
Dr. Cheatham calls this app his dream come true.
Right.
Why is he so passionate about this?
Well, he's been working with motion capture technology for years, and he's always believed that it has the potential to revolutionize how we understand and improve the golf swing. But for a long time, it was just too expensive and complex for most people to access. SportsBox 3D Golf is changing all that, making this technology available to anyone with a smartphone.
I have to admit I was a little skeptical at first. I mean, how can a smartphone app possibly capture the same level of detail as a dedicated motion capture system?
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
The app uses something called 6 degrees of freedom
Oh.
to analyze movement. Think of it this way. Imagine your body as a 3D puzzle. This app breaks down your swing into 6 key pieces: how you sway, how you move forward and back, how you lift up, how you bend sideways, and how you turn.
Okay, so it's like taking a 3D snapshot of your swing at every point.
Exactly. Each of those movements influences the others, and the app can track them all in incredible detail. It's like having a blueprint of your swing, revealing exactly how your body is moving throughout the entire motion.
That's incredible. And on top of that, you get access to a database of PGA and LPGA Tour pro swings. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. This database is a goldmine for understanding how the best golfers in the world swing the club. You can compare your swing to theirs, identify areas for improvement, and get insights into what makes their swings so effective.
So we can finally settle the debate on whether my swing is more like Rory McIlroy's or,
Yeah.
well, let's just say someone who doesn't win majors.
Hmm.
But I'm curious, what are some of the surprising things you've learned from this database?
One of the most fascinating findings is that every single tour pro in the database moves their pelvis towards the target before they even reach the top of their backswing.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
That goes against everything I've ever heard about the golf swing. Isn't that considered a big no-no?
It might seem counterintuitive, but the data clearly shows that this early pelvic movement is a key ingredient for generating power and speed. It helps to set up the proper sequence of movements that leads to a powerful and efficient swing.
So it's not just about what you do, but when you do it. That's mind-blowing.
Precisely. And the app can help you understand not only what's happening in your swing, but also the timing of those movements.
This is already blowing my mind. I can't wait to hear more.
So let's dive back into this idea that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to the golf swing.
As someone who has spent countless hours watching golf instruction videos and trying to imitate the pros, this is music to my ears.
Yeah,
So what you're saying is my less than perfect swing might actually have some hidden potential.
absolutely. Both Dr. Cheatham and Terry Rawls emphasize that the key is to understand the why behind certain movements. Different golfers generate power in different ways, and what works for one person might not work for another.
We touched on this earlier with the whole pelvic movement thing.
Yeah.
I mean, who would have thought that moving your hips toward the target before the backswing is actually a good thing?
Right.
I guess it's all about finding the sequence of movements that works best for your body, right?
Exactly. Remember Brendan Hagee, the guy with the incredibly powerful swing?
Oh, yeah.
The secret weapon is rotation.
Right. If you looked at his kinematic sequence, basically a graph that shows the timing and speed of different body parts, you'd see his rotational speed is just off the charts. It'd be like watching a human tornado.
Hopefully a very controlled tornado.
Yeah.
But then you have players like Rory McIlroy and Scotty Scheffler who generate their power in a completely different way. They're all about vertical force pushing down into the ground during their downswing.
It's like they're using the ground to launch themselves and the ball into orbit.
Right.
But if everyone is so different, How does this app help the average golfer?
Mm.
It can't be all about comparing ourselves to the pros, right?
Not at all. One of the most valuable aspects of this app is its ability to help identify and address specific swing flaws. Terry Rawls shared a case study of an older client who was struggling to get more distance.
Ooh, this sounds like something I might need to pay attention to. What was holding him back?
The app revealed that his limited knee flex was restricting his rotation and therefore his power. It's like trying to throw a punch with stiff arms. You're not going to generate much force.
So by working on increasing his knee flex, he was able to unlock more power. That seems like a relatively simple fix for such a common problem.
Exactly. The app helped to pinpoint the issue, and by focusing on exercises and drills to improve his flexibility, Terry was able to help his client gain significant distance.
That's amazing. It seems like this technology could be a game changer for coaches. What are some other ways it's being used?
Well, one of the things that's really exciting is the ability to analyze swings that are outside the norm. Take Jazz Janewatananon, for example. His swing is incredibly unique, almost defying conventional wisdom with its flexibility and range of motion.
Yeah, I've seen him play. He's like a human Gumby out there. It's fascinating to watch, but I can't imagine trying to teach someone to swing like that.
It's not about copying him, but rather understanding that there's no single blueprint for success. Jazz's swing is a perfect example of why it's so important to work with your own individual biomechanics rather than trying to fit into a mold that might not be right for your body.
So it's all about embracing your own unique style and using this technology to fine-tune it.
Exactly. And that brings us to another crucial point: timing. We've talked about the importance of specific movements, but the when is just as crucial as the what.
Timing. You mean like how fast or slow you swing?
It's more about the sequence of movements.
Uh-huh.
Think of it like a dance routine. If you're offbeat, the whole thing falls apart.
Okay, I'm starting to see the analogy. So in a golf swing, each movement needs to happen in a precise order to create that smooth, powerful flow.
Exactly. And that's where the expertise of a coach combined with the insights from this technology becomes invaluable.
So it's not about replacing coaches with robots, but rather giving them more tools to help their students. It's like having a superpower that lets you see the golf swing in a whole new way.
I like that analogy. And this is just the beginning. Imagine what's possible when we start linking this app with other data sources like launch monitors.
Whoa, hold on. You're saying we could potentially see not only how our bodies are moving, but also how that translates into the ball flight.
Precisely. We could have a complete picture of the swing from the biomechanics to the final result. It would be a data goldmine, allowing for even deeper analysis and insights.
That's incredible. This technology is really starting to feel like something out of a sci-fi movie, but in a good way, of course.
It is pretty remarkable. We're on the cusp of a revolution in how we understand and improve the golf swing.
This is so exciting. I can't wait to see what the future holds for this technology and how it will shape the game. But before we get too carried away, is there anything we should be cautious about when it comes to relying on data?
That's a great question. While data is incredibly valuable, it's important to remember that it's just one piece of the puzzle.
So you're saying it's not a magic bullet. We can't just plug ourselves into the matrix and instantly become scratch golfers.
Unfortunately not. The numbers can tell us what's happening, but they can't always tell us why or what to do about it.
So where does the human element come in?
That's where the coach's experience, intuition, and understanding of the individual golfer become crucial. Technology should enhance, not replace the coaching process.
It's like having a map, but needing a guide to help you navigate the terrain. The data can point you in the right direction, but you still need someone who understands the nuances of the journey.
Exactly. A good coach will use the data as a starting point, but they'll also consider the golfer's physical limitations, their goals, their personal preferences, and their overall learning style. It's about finding that sweet spot between data-driven analysis and personalized coaching. And that's what makes apps like SportsBox 3D Golf so exciting.
They give us access to information that was once only available to elite athletes, but don't take the human element out of the equation.
It's about empowering coaches and golfers with knowledge, not replacing them with algorithms. And that empowerment is what really excites me about the future of this technology. Imagine a world where anyone, regardless of their background or resources, can access this level of swing analysis.
That's a powerful thought. It could really level the playing field and open up a whole new world of possibilities for golfers of all ages and skill levels. I can't wait to see how this technology evolves and how it impacts the game we all love. But before we wrap up this deep dive, I'm curious to hear your final thoughts on what this all means for the average golfer like myself. Well, we've talked about how even pro golfers are defying conventional wisdom, and how this technology can help us understand the swing better.
It's amazing.
I think what I'm taking away from this is that there's no one perfect swing.
No, not at all.
We've seen how different pros generate power in different ways.
Right, like Brandon Hoagie.
Hagee, yeah, with that incredible rotation.
And then you've got Rory.
Rory, yeah, and Scotty.
Yeah.
They use vertical force.
Yeah, that's right.
And then there's Jazz.
Oh, yeah.
Jazz Jane Watananan, who's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like a Gumby out there.
It's incredibly flexible, yeah.
It's amazing. It makes you think, what we call swing faults might actually be strengths for other players.
That's right. It's all about finding what works for your body and your swing.
It is.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier the importance of timing.
Yes, timing is critical.
Could you expand on that a little bit?
Sure, think of it like a symphony orchestra.
Okay. I like where this is going.
Each instrument plays its part at a specific moment.
Right.
If one instrument is offbeat, the whole symphony falls apart.
And it's the same with the golf swing.
Exactly. Every movement needs to happen in the right order and at the right time to create a powerful and accurate shot.
So it's not just about hitting the ball hard, it's about hitting it with the right timing.
That's the key.
And that's where a coach can really help.
Absolutely. A coach can help you find that perfect rhythm and timing in your swing.
They can use this technology to see exactly what's happening and when.
Right? It's like having sheet music for your swing.
So it's not about replacing coaches with robots.
No, not at all.
It's about giving them better tools to help their students.
It's about empowering both the coach and the golfer.
And that can lead to real improvement for anyone.
Absolutely, no matter what your skill level is.
We're talking about democratizing golf swing analysis.
Exactly. Anyone can access this technology now.
It's incredible. It's leveling the playing field.
It really is.
Imagine a young golfer anywhere in the world who can now analyze their swing with this level of detail.
They could be the next big star.
Exactly. The possibilities are endless.
So the key takeaway here is that there is no one right way to swing a golf club.
That's right.
Embrace your own unique swing and use the data to make it even better.
That's a great message. So as you head out to the course, remember to experiment, have fun, and keep learning.
And don't be afraid to try new things.
Well, that wraps up our deep dive into the fascinating world of 3D golf swing biomechanics.
It's been a pleasure.
We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new.
Until next time, keep swinging.
Thanks for listening.